Hello, I'm going to take apart this Demko 8020i MG because, whoops, you might be able to hear it it's squeaking, which means it needs to be lubricated. So I'm going to take it apart, clean it, lubricate it, and put it back together. So I'll be using this set of Weehaw bits. I believe the pivot is a T8. It's a bit loose. Let me try a T9. Nope. T10. Okay. Pivot is a T10. The body screws, I'm pretty sure, are T8s. Right here. Yes, indeed. T8s on the body screws and T10 on the pivot. I don't actually think I need to take off the pocket clip. So I'll just take off the other screws. Alright, and there was actually blue Loctite on there, so I'll reapply a little bit of that at the end. You know what, I'm just gonna undo these. There we go. Now when you take the scales off, there's a possibility that the spring in here will go flying, so you got to do it kind of carefully. Let me just see if I can do it slowly. Okay, there we go. So we got the spring, we got this. It looks really dry. I don't even know if they even put any oil on here. Yeah, it's bone dry. Alright. Let's get the blade off. Okay, and we got the bearings. No washers. That's curious. There's the lock. Shark lock. Okay, and there's spacers. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Where did that go? Oh, gosh dang it. Ah. Oh, no. Okay. Aha. Praise the magnetic flashlight tail. If you guys don't have a magnet on your flashlight, get one, because they're super useful. Okay. I'm just going to take all of these off if possible. They're pretty deeply in there, though. You know what? I'll just leave it. Okay, so now that it's mostly disassembled, I'm just going to take this alcohol wipe and just wipe everything off, starting with my hands. I just want to get rid of all the gunk from the metal rubbing on metal. make sure it's all shiny. Let's do the bearings as well. Okay, all the standoffs. These are probably fine, but I'll just give them a wipe just for thorough sake. And the lock. The lock is probably the part that's going to be the most dirty because it's actively rubbing against the metal liners and the liner, of course. Right. And I guess that should be it. Now we just gotta dry them off before we lube them. Okay. Now I'm using KPL Original just because that's the only knife lube that I got. I'm gonna put a drop here, and on the other side, drop and a drop. Now we put the bearings in with the ball side facing the blade. Okay. And let's put it in this way. Wait, that's not right. It's this way. Whoop. Yep. Okay. There you go. Now I do want to put a little oil, like maybe right here, because that's where it interacts with the lock, and also over here, just a smidge. Okay, and I'm gonna also put some, I don't know, should I oil the liner or just the lock? Maybe just the lock. So put drop there, drop there. You know, I'm gonna be pretty liberal with the lock oil because it really rubs, and it was squeaking like I was saying. So really getting it nice and juicy on there. Okay. And I might wipe it off any excess. Okay, so let's get the pins back on here. I'm not sure if there's different sides to these. Let's check out the screws. Okay, so the screw for the pocket clip is longer than the screw for the not pocket clip. Although I don't think it matters which direction the standoffs are facing. Hopefully. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, now I gotta fit the spring back in here. Now you might want to put some you could put grease or something to like reduce spring sing, although I don't really think that's an issue with these. It's more like an OTF knife kind of problem, but alright, now the spring is loaded right now, so you want to be really careful about that. Make sure it doesn't go flying. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to put maybe like a drop in here. And just a tiny line right there. Okay. that made me jump. Okay. I'm just gonna put the liner first by itself. There we go. Alright. And it should be as easy as that. We didn't really have to take the main pivot off. So yeah. Let's actuate it a couple times to get the oil nice and spread out. Oh yeah, that's much better. I can still hear it scraping a little bit, but I think it's just gonna wear in. Alright. Now, how many long screws are there? There's only 2 long screws, which means I can use the short screw for this. Alright, let's get screwing. Come on. There we go. Now, I'm not really gonna tighten these super tight because I really don't want to strip the screws because I don't have any spares, so I'm being really gentle. You can always, if they fall out, you can always add Loctite, so don't want to over torque these. Huh. Well, that one seemed to bottom out, so now I'm wondering about this thing. Whatever. Alright, now the clip goes on this side, I believe. Does it? No. It goes on this side. Okay, and the other one. Okay, now those are just snug, not really wrenched down, just a nice gentle snug attachment. Oh my gosh, get in this. Alright, once you get them threaded, once you get them started, they're pretty easy to go in. Okay, and last but not least, the pivot. And I'm going to put a little bit of blue Loctite on here. Just this stuff. Shake it up a little bit. I'm not going to put a ton because there's no need to. I'm just going to put like a drop. Like, whoa, even that's probably a bit much. Okay, let's dab off a little bit more. There we go. And I don't want to get this on the G10 because it might stain it. Okay, switch bits to a T10. There we go. All right. Now that's fully cranked, but it's too tight, so I'm going to back off a little bit. Yep, that's smooth. There's too much play though, so I'm going to tighten it a bit more. Well, that's actually a lot of play. What the heck? Hang on. What about now? Oh, that's good. All right, loosen it up a bit. Like maybe a quarter turn. There we go. maybe just a hair tighter. Yep. And there you go. Not squeaky anymore, and all clean, ready to go. Thanks for watching.